I lost my vision when I was about 7 years old.
I could see until I was 15.
When you're that young, you tend to adjust more quickly to being blind.
Communication is so important to what I do. Without it, I would not have a job. The technology to create an accessible document, an accessible PDF is there. Now the challenge is educating people to the fact that if you create something one way, it doesn't work well. If it's created another way, then it works great.
Now, I do use JAWS all day long on my job. If you could send me a Word document or a document that does not have a whole lot of graphic material in it, that would be awesome. And if you could format it, and if there's headings, that's wonderful, because receiving documents that aren't accessible, that can drive me nuts.
Imagine that you can only do something when I say you can do it, because I'm the person that has to either do this for you or give you the tools to do it. Maybe you want to go to the grocery store. Oh no, you can't go to the grocery store unless I say you can go to the grocery store.
I feel very strongly when I get a document and I can't read it, the same way a sighted person will feel strongly about receiving a document that wasn't written properly or was scribbled or whatever.
Creating an accessible document is not a horrendous process, and that it can be done and done fairly easily. Then I think this helps everybody.
I think we just have to remind people that when they are doing documents, that they're not just doing these documents for sighted people, but they're also doing these documents for people who use screen reading software to access them. And keep in mind too that it's not just for the professionals, but also think in terms of our students. When our students out there that are still like in elementary, middle school, and high school, and they need to be able to go out on the internet and do their research and that kind of thing. And if that web page isn't accessible or set up the correct way, then that's going to cause frustration. So if I'm frustrated as a professional adult, you can imagine what that does to someone that's in the 6th grade.
I think you're guiding them towards an idea that things are not accessible and that why should I waste my time? And I believe that is going to diminish their ability to be a good student. And you are pointing out the fact to everybody, all the other students in the class, that Scott can't do this. And so it not only affects me because I can't do it, but it tells the other people in the class that I can't do things that they can do. So I think it's twofold. Now you are I get frustrated because I can't do it, but it reinforces the idea on the other students that people with disabilities can't do things.